All right, guys, what's going on, everybody? Welcome aboard to our weekly recap video here on our YouTube channel. Glad to be with you. My name is Carlos Garcia. I'm the founder and CEO of GAR Capital. What you see in front of us is our website. So you have any questions or want more information regarding our services, go ahead and start here at website www.gar.capital, and then you get access to our live market blog as shown here. Click on access our Discord once. Then you'll get to our membership landing page. We have paid services, but if you just want to get started with kind of like a free trial of how we do things here, start with the Discord channel. Not sure where to start? Get the free plan. Click on there. Go ahead and sign up for Discord if you have the Discord server already. And this is how it would look like. So you get the GAR Capital Discord server. You have any members there? Live market blog, all information. We also have our trophy room, so our members can post their gains. Well done to everybody. We love that. Trade flow alerts as well. We also have some additional information for our members. Trade flow alerts here, for example, this shows a $500 strike for March 8th. These hit in the money, then pulled back. So keep in mind when it comes to these alerts, they're just alerts. They're not going to tell you when to get in or get out. So I really don't pay attention to these. I try to focus on what we're doing. But again, this is extra information for everybody. This is provided by Tradelytics. Breakout alerts, same deal. You could see that we also have information for stock breakouts. Again, keep an eye on these two channels. Also, we have breaking news courtesy of Financial Juice. You get these headlines here. So again, if you have a little more, want a little more in-depth in terms of what's happening around the world or macro, there you go. And then, of course, I'll get started every single morning with the live market blog, getting you prepped for your day. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's go ahead and expand this bad boy. Rock and roll. Okay. All right, what a week. New all-time highs. Let's go ahead and start with the S&P 500. And again, I didn't do the podcast yet, so we're doing this first. So I got a lot to say. So we're going to go with the 2-year. And you can see a pretty nifty, beautiful channel that we've been talking about. Very, very reminiscent of other bull markets in the past. And you can see just a nice, lovely channel right in the middle. What more could you ask for there if you're a bull? Really, the higher we go, obviously you have the risk of a pullback or a breakdown, but we haven't had it as of yet. It's been just semiconductors helping, really getting us that boost in the NASDAQ. But what I really want to focus on here is that it's not just these tech guys. You can see that equal weight S&P, all 500 stocks, equally weighted 500. Not Apple being the heaviest, not NVIDIA, RSP about to hit all-time highs. Pretty damn good. How about IWM small caps? Breaking out. 213 is next. Keep an eye on that, guys. So if you don't want to trade IWM, place an alert here. A little freebie here. Get above 206.32. Next target is right around 210. I want to keep an eye on the options volume on IWM, but your support will be 203.62. That's your 50% retrace on IWM. So small caps breaking out. If you want to trade IWM, that's with options. If you want to trade RTY, let's get above 2097. That'll be our next resistance. We're right around 2076. So we could play the run up to 2100 in futures if we get above 2083 maybe, and then we'll use 2050 as our support. But I definitely want to keep an eye on Russell. This is the small caps index. So RTY needs to be on your radar. How about crude oil? They already talked about pulling back production, the Saudis with the production cuts. Got an alert above 81. We played it last week. I believe it was to like 79.60 or so. I think we gained about 100 points. So get above 81. 81 is really my target. So again, if we get above 81, then we're looking to as high as 85.51, just in time for the summer driving season. I know we're not out of winter just yet, but I think we are setting ourselves up for a little more strength into crude oil. So gasoline prices will step up a little bit, but let's profit from it is really my thing. Let's go to the NASDAQ now. Beautiful breakout. What more can we say? At least on the 1 hour. We'll go to the daily. Oh, man. We're getting really close to a blow-off top. 18,668. We're at 18,335. We got more. If we break these highs, possibly we can play some longs, but as of right now, futures are flat at the moment. I got one more to watch for here, guys. It's the gold futures. Looks like you're going to break out, baby. 2098. Give me $7 more. We can play gold for a long. And I think gold is relatively near all-time highs. Yep. 2152 being that wick high. That's going to be our target moving forward. And you can see we're busting out on the weekly above every major moving average. So the shiny metal gold, yellow metal of gold is about to break out. That's what we're looking for. Let's go to the dollar. And the dollar has been rather consistent. Remember that 105 level we talked about? We rejected it. Now we're getting a little closer. Get below the 200-day. That's exactly what we want. We're still in the death cross, the 50 below the 200. I still expect the dollar to pull back more. This will help gold. This will help stocks. And this will also help good old Bitcoin. Yes, the mother of all charts here on the futures side. We have not hit all-time highs yet on futures, or I think on spot either, 69,335. I fully expect us to get there. And that's why I traded BITO. BITO 3037 is a break point. Bitcoin futures are up this evening, 63,910. See, we get to 64 to 65. BITO breaks 3037. We got as high as 35 possibly, maybe 40. We got nearly 700% on those calls on BITO. So we went over a lot of things in terms of the macro, gold, crude oil. There's a lot of opportunity out there. Now, here's a couple of names that I'll be looking for this week. And I know this is going to sound a little crazy, but we did short Apple last week. We're going to recap here in a second, but I really want to reiterate Apple being short until we get above 183.94 or 185. I think we did get out of Apple this past week. So again, we did profit from it. I still like it to the short side. Get me below 176.36. I want to go ahead 177.36, excuse me. I'm going to target 175 to around 174. We're below the 200-day. It's been consecutive sessions that we've been there. It looks like the 200-day is going to be the resistance. We'll sell the rips until we get there. And I still think shorting here is the play. We might get a little more down to 170, but as of right now, it's starting to get very heavy on Apple. So I want to short that. One more beauty to short. GOOG. Good old alphabet. I still call it Google. 136.53. If we break that, I want to target the 200-day right at 134 or 133.87. So you can see this nice upward channel being broken very, very nicely and settled below it. We've done this before and it's bounced, but let's see if we can catch that 200-day here for support. If that cracks, then we're taking a look at possibly 121, which is your next level support, or you got a gap to fill here at 113.49. We might be able to get a nice little discount on Google moving forward since it's underperforming relative to its tech friends like this guy, NVIDIA. Yeah, kind of tough to beat that chart. Really can't do much with it, guys, to be honest with you, unless you're playing like 1,000 calls at this point. I think MU is a semiconductor that I have my eye on. Above 96.05, I'm targeting the all-time highs of 98.45. Yep, we haven't been there since, where are we? January 2022. That's exactly where we're going. So this is going to be a cheaper option than NVIDIA or AMD, and AMD is above 200 now. MU, again, the price is only 95 at the current moment. So 96.05, if that breaks on MU, I'm looking for call strikes, possibly to 100. 98 to 100 will buy some time. That's what's helping us right now, is buying time. So with all this chop out there, we just got to be careful. 98.45 is our target to 100, but break 96.05, that's what we're looking for. And then one more thing for the road, AMD. I know, crazy. Just remember, guys, we traded AMD just last week. Did you know what our call strike was? Yeah, you guessed it. It was 185. And we got chopped. We were right. We knew this was going to come. We did not trade it just for the fact that it just got so expensive right off the rip. So I have to be careful for everybody in terms of like $6, $7 options. And I think we did okay with BITO anyway. It's not like we missed out. So just want to give you a heads up that we did, remember, have AMD. We were just a week early, unfortunately. We would have caught all this move if we would have bought one more week. Kills me inside, but that's just the reality. Let's go ahead and take a look at our week. going to go to watch this premium signals, excuse me. And here we go. Tesla, 205 calls, 51%, got as high as 70%. Robinhood, 40%, got as high as 153%. I also added at 20% with Masterclass. So I went ahead and did that for everybody. I have a runner. BITO was the big winner. This is incorrect. It's actually 700% on Bitcoin ETF. So that was an excellent trade. Palantir hit 50%. We got in the money, the 25 calls. And then Apple, we actually traded puts. We got 40%. So well done. If we look at the trophy room, you can see some of the gainers out there. This was futures, some of their own. Here we go. BITO, 314%. Look at this one, 1823 on AMD. Looks like they rolled over, but you could see letting the runners run. I got as high as 418% there. Took some profits on BITO, but we went ahead and got in again. So we have a couple things open, sure, but with a lot of time, we're looking great. I just want to see where that BITO. We got to around 750%. I just didn't get a screenshot for it. Let me see if I can get it for you guys. It was on the blog. So, we did miss AMD. Some of them got him. Here you go. Anthony, AA is Anthony Acosta. So shout out to Anthony. He bought 100 calls of BITO. You probably don't see him much on the server, but he's definitely trading. He's definitely doing his stuff on his own. He's the silent assassin. So when he posts those things, man, good for him. BITO, I kind of roll with you guys in terms of position sizing because I kind of want to be in the same place as everybody. So again, not huge amounts in terms of profits, sure. But at the end of the day, it's to keep congruency with everybody, kind of give everyone in the same pace. So we're on a 5-trade winning streak. I mean, this is wonderful to see. Every single trade that we had hit. And that's what we wanted. We want to get that streak going to really continue the momentum moving forward. And that's something that I'm excited for. This week we got a couple of stocks open. We got DraftKings open. That's green. We got Hood calls, Robinhood. That's green. We also have BITO. We got into Bitcoin again. So Bitcoin being one of the best winners of the year so far in 2024, excuse me. It's exciting to see what else we get with Bitcoin futures moving forward. Let's take a look here at the earnings calendar. Very retail-centric earnings calendar. This is the past one. Yeah, I think we have Costco on Thursday, excuse me. So that should be interesting. DocuSign. Nothing here that I really trade. CrowdStrike might be interesting. Neo, Target. SE, that's going to be before open on Monday. We'll see that. But nothing here that stands out where I need to go ahead and get into a trade there. CrowdStrike might be interesting for names like Palantir. But again, we took that already. But in terms of this past week. Economic data, we have non-farm payroll reports on Friday. We have Powell testifying in front of the House of Representatives on Wednesday, March 6th. And then I believe on Thursday, he's at the Senate. So that's at 10 a.m. both days. We also have a JOLTS jobs number, and we have a ISM services PMI. Remember, PMI is just a survey at the end of the day. So that's where we are this week, guys. A couple things to look forward to. I mean, Powell speaking, I don't know what he can say. We haven't cut anything. So we'll just let the market kind of dictate to us what we have moving forward. And as of right now, I mean, how do you bet against the market? I mean, even shorting Apple was like pulling teeth. So we'll see if we can do anything with Alphabet. Again, listen, eventually we're going to pull back, kind of like the old we're due factor. That's not the best technical analysis. We're due. The best analysis is react, not predict. We'll just wait and see what we can get and just be careful. The reason that we're doing so well now is because we're buying time. And again, that mitigates the risk of chop. And that's what killed us in terms of AMD. You saw just buying one more week what could have gotten us. And some of our members did. So shout out to them. But exciting to see what we get coming up this week. We got a full week, new month. Let's rock and roll. Let's make it a great one. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the morning note. Cheers all.